Hey, my name is Lopez Hussein and I'm coming at you with another video today. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the biggest lies that I hear a lot of people talk about, and I actually know a lot of these people personally that have conversations about what I'm about to talk about today. And this is one of the biggest lies, and it's also one of the biggest keys to success in anything you do in life. And you know, the reason why I want to do this video, because this really got started Wednesday night. Because you know, there was a football game Wednesday night. So I was at the bar, and those who that's in the football, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, I went to a bar because I just moved here to Atlanta about 3 months ago. So I went to the bar, just mingling with people, trying to get to know people. And I met this guy, and he was like mid-20s. And he was just, he was asking me what I'm into, and I told him I'm into computers and the website building and all that IT stuff. And I asked him what he was into, and you know, we went from there and everything. So I gave him, he was asking me some advice about computers. So I gave him some advice, and he also wanted to get into some other advanced stuff, you know, in the future, because he wanted to be independent and he wanted to do stuff outside of his job and everything. And I thought that was cool, you know, because some of the stuff he was talking about I'm actually doing right now as we speak. So he told me what's like some of the best advice I've ever gotten from other people that I followed in the past. And that was a good question, you know. Some of the best advice I ever got is from older, wiser people. They told me, man, they said, look, before you get started in anything, before you get married, before you get, you know, your first job, or before you make $1 million, or whatever it is, first thing you have to be is you have to be a man. And you have to know what you want out of life. I mean, you really have to really think about what you really want. Because if you don't know what you want, you're really gonna be, your mind is gonna be all over the place, and you're gonna be very confused, and you're not gonna be able to stay focused, and there's a good chance you're not gonna make it. And one of the biggest lies or misconception that a lot of people have is they think that they have to put on a big act, or some people just don't know what they want at all. They think they know what they want, but when they get in certain situations, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this again, this is too hard, or this takes too much time, or I didn't know it was like this, or, you know, a lot of people they're putting on an act when they go to work. Or they're putting on an act when they meet people. You know, because I used to work at Bank of America back in Charlotte. And a lot of corporate people in there, pretty much, because that's like the headquarters and everything. But I figured out that the reason why a lot of people were so tired, because they used to always say, oh, I'm so tired, it was such a long day, and you know, I'm so ready to go home and everything. But the reason why a lot of people were so tired is because they were putting on an act. They were, you know, using the fake smiles, like all the day, and the fake laughs, and they like perpetrating fraud. And that takes a lot of energy out of you. But if you're just being yourself, I mean, everything is just natural. Everything just flows like, kind of like water. You know, you don't have to lie or be deceitful or do any of that stuff, because you're only being yourself. But if you're like, working most jobs where things are very political and everyone's putting on an act and everybody's just putting up a big front. I mean, and no one really knows what they want. I mean, most people are there for just the paycheck. But, I mean, I would say maybe 90%, and the other 10%, they probably forgot who they are as a person anyway. So one of the biggest lies is that people say what they want, but they don't really know what they want. And one of the biggest keys to success in anything you do in life is you have to know what you want. And you have to really focus hard, and you have to do something every day to move towards it, whatever your goals and aspirations are in life. Because before you get started in anything, you have to know who you are as a person, and you have to know what you want. And that's it. I mean, it sounds simple, but a lot of people aren't doing it. They're like putting on up a front. Even when I meet people out in the street or at the bar or in the clubs or wherever I end up at, I mean, in this area, no one's really being themselves up front. Everyone putting on an act. You don't really see the real person until maybe 2-3 months or 6 months down the line. So, that's how it is. So, that's like some of the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. Just know who you are as a person, know what you want, and go after it, and be passionate about whatever it is, and just, before you're gonna look back, and it's like sky's the limit, and I hope this video helps you out and gives you some insight, because it helped me out on everything. So if you like what you heard in this video, just click on the link below and go to my blog, and I got more free stuff there, and a lot of tips and tricks on how you can take whatever you have, whatever you might be promoting, to the next level. So until next time, my name is Lopez Lane, and see you in the next video. Peace and love.